overnight. That is by discussing US markets, what are the major events happened there. Then we try to decode how the Indian markets are expected to open by looking into Asian markets trading behavior, and then HGX Nifty indication. And the last part will be the stocks of interest, which are the stocks are in limelight and which are prospective buys according to our methodology. Let's look into Nifty's daily. As you can see here, it is a Nifty's daily chart. Yesterday has been a very volatile session, being a monthly expiry that can be expected. Nifty opened on the higher side, around 17,500, and it went to 550 levels as well. However, on the closing basis, it closed slightly lower, 0.2% lower. However, the volume has been on the lower side, hence we have now considered it as a distribution day. The major positives in the Indian market are the benchmark index, that is Nifty, trading above its all key moving averages, and distribution day count at 0 are the positives you can take from the Indian market. But talking about the US markets, what happened overnight, you can see all the major indices in US, S&P, NASDAQ, Dow were down around 1.5, 1.6%. US 10-year yield are trading at 2.36% at the current moment. Brent crude is trading at 104 per barrel. And S&P index, as you mentioned here, it is reached its 100 EMA for the first time after moving into a confirmed uptrend. There was first occurrence of distribution day as well on S&P. However, the index has good support at its 200 DMA. If that level is breached, we can expect some selling there in S&P. NASDAQ, which is the tech heavyweight index, is facing resistance at its 100 and 200 DMAs, which are at, both at slightly similar levels. And one major event happened in US markets was the bond yields inversion happened, slight intraday for a brief moment. That is, 2-year bond yields were higher than the 10-year bond yields for a brief moment yesterday. This happened for the first time since 2019. Normally, bond yields, shorter term bond yields should be on the lower yields compared to the longer term bond yields. But yesterday, 2-year bond yields were higher than 10-year bond yields for the brief moment. Some of the major implications that most of the economists feel that it indicates a recession, but we don't want to be skeptical there. We'll see how the bond yields will behave in the coming sessions. On the closing basis, both the bond yields have closed at similar yields. That is a positive sign. If the inversion happens, continues for the next few sessions, then we might expect some selling in the markets. This is a negative news for the US markets. That is the reason most of the indices were down yesterday. And talking about the Asian markets, they are indicating a muted opening for India because Kospi, Nikkei were down. However, Shanghai is trading slightly positive at 0.7% higher. And one more indication for the Nifty opening will be the SGX Nifty. It is trading at 17,414 compared to Nifty's closing of 17,464. So here we can conclude that we can expect slight muted opening with a negative bias for the Indian market. Talking about key news, Sterling Technologies has agreed to sell around 65% stake in Maharashtra Transmission Communications, and the proceeds will be taken in a tranches. That is a total worth of 43 crores. And Ruchi Soya's board has approved an issue price of 650 per share for its FPO offer that is going to be coming in the next week. And HDFC AMC, LIC has acquired additional 2.02% stake in it, increasing its stake to 7%. Talking about the stocks of interest, Century Plyboards is our buy watch list stock. It is currently trading in its ideal buy zone. It has broken out of its stage 2 consolidation base. As you can see here, majority of the ratings are very good. EPS, that is a fundamental rating of 81, indicates a good fundamental character of the stock. As you can see here, it has reported significant growth in its sales and EPS on quarter-on-quarter basis. And one more interesting aspect is the number of funds on quarter-on basis have substantially increased from 69 in March 21 to 116 in December 21. So if the stock opens up higher and the volume comes up, we might add it to our model portfolio. So please be ready with our emailers. Then one more stock of interest is the Gokaldas Export. It has is also our buy watch stock, has been trading in its ideal buy zone again. The ratings have been very superior here. EPS of 98 indicating a strong fundamental character that can be seen here as well. EPS has been growing at 100 and 200% nearly. That is very good indication of a growth stock. And the sales have also been growing in higher double digits. Number of funds, even though they are in lower, but there is a high increase from March 2021 to December 2021. So these are the positives coming to these stock. Hence, we might add them to a model portfolio if the action is good. Thanks for joining our pre-bell. We'll be having a pre-bell session every day at 8:45. Please be tuned to it and have a very good financial year that is starting today. Thank you.